Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn Tarot Quickie, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those that may be meant for someone else. All right, so I have my Psychic Tarot for the heart. We're going to pull one of these cards and see who needs to hear a message today. Like that one. We have giving and receiving, and that is the Six of Pentacles. Giving and receiving, sharing, right? Let's pull on Lenormand. We have the polar bear, and that represents keep going, right? Pushing through. We have the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. We have Eight of Cups. Emotional withdrawal. All right, very interesting. And then we're going to get our Starseed Tarot. We have Strength. Okay. Could also represent a Leo. All right. I feel that it has to do with a situation where normally you would want to have that emotional withdrawal, where you would want to back away, almost where you would like to swim away from it, right? I almost feel like this polar bear is swimming away from this giving and receiving, that there may be that may represent something that you don't want to do, that you don't want to communicate, that you don't want to let your walls down with someone. I feel like there is a situation to where it's this emotional withdrawal where you want to back away from it. But I feel like with the Strength card, I feel like this may be something that you have to have confidence in, that you do have to stand up to a situation. Let's get some tarot and see what's going on here. What does this emotional withdrawal and strength? I almost feel like they're two opposites here. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Emperor. Talk about strength. I mean, these three cards here really represent strength to me. I feel like it may be a situation where you have to be strong, where maybe you have to take your walls down, that you have to share something with someone, that there's something that is causing you this emotional withdrawal. What is causing you this emotional withdrawal? If you're going to look at that, if you're going to ask yourself that question, what is that? But I feel like we went from this emotional withdrawal to this Strength card, and then to these strong energy, right? These strong cards here, because the Knight of Wands he's very determined here. He's very he looks very determined, very powerful. He has his dragons. He's holding his wand very tightly. We have the Queen of Swords here, and she is someone who finds solutions. And then there's this beautiful peacock here, and I feel like it's being proud of yourself for finding solutions, for finding that if you're having this emotional withdrawal, what are the answers? How do I move on from this? How do I continue on? The polar bear can also represent the difficult situations, but it's like, hang in there, keep going. He's swimming in the water. He's, swimming to shore. He's trying to find those answers. And the Emperor is definitely someone who's very powerful. So I feel like you may start off the day feeling this emotional withdrawal or this weakness, but I feel like it turns around to you coming into this power and knowing the direction that you want to go. And to me, the Emperor also represents that someone who knows the direction. They know what they want. They know where they want to go. They know how to achieve things. They know how to get things done. But it's a process of actions and thinking, right? Because we have the wands and we have the swords, and that represents actions and thinking and finding solutions. not letting something overcome you, to shine like the peacock and let your feathers bloom and blossom. And I feel like that's what it's about. Sometimes we have situations where we feel that we just want to have that emotional withdrawal and we're feeling weak, right? But that's really not how we want to feel, that we don't want to back down from a situation and we're like, okay, I have to pull myself up by my bootstraps and I have to turn this around. How do I do this, right? How do I change this? How do I come into my own power? And figuring that out. Sometimes we have to have that emotional withdrawal, and maybe that represents that you need some time by yourself, like he's sitting here by himself on the beach and he's thinking about things, he's processing things. Maybe it is that maybe there's something that you want to share, maybe there's something that you want to communicate to somebody else and you're like, wait a minute, let me stop and let me think about it first. Let me pull myself together, right? Let me recharge. Let me pull myself together. Let me take the time to find the solution and know the actions and the directions that I want to that I want to go to or I want to do. And then you pick yourself up and you're like, I'm recharged, I'm ready to go. So today could be that day where maybe you're feeling a little weak, but then you come into your own power. It also could be a day where you need some time to yourself to sort through things, to figure out the direction that you want to go in, and then you power through. So there's definitely different ways to look at this, but I'm definitely feeling that you're ending the day or you're coming into your own power and your own strength. And to not let that 8 of Cups drag you down, right? To overcome you. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.